G'day guys, welcome back to Alliance War Season 57. This is episode 3. So we got a pretty comfortable win over New York. Giving up 14 deaths is quite a lot, and it's not going to beat most of the top 10 alliances, but it did the trick against New York, but definitely want to improve on that number later in the season. We've got 5 fights today, so we're finally expanding past the Section 1 and Section 2. We're not just a Path Demon today, but we are taking on Nefties. These guys are really, really strong. I don't think we've ever beaten Nefty, actually. So it definitely got our work cut out for us today. Our team is our 7-star rank 3 Hood, our 6-star rank 6 Kate Bishop, and our 7-star rank 3 Warlock. Now, we've just got the 1 Saga champion, Saga attacker, that is Hood. We're taking on 1 Saga defender, Gorr, and we are also taking another fight. But having the ability to get unblockable punishes is good. This is our masteries. No recalls for this war. Because Hood and Kate Bishop are doing the bulk of our fights. You'll see I actually have Mystic Dispersion 5 here, but I actually removed 2 points to have Mystic Dispersion 3, and I'll show you why later on. But the first fight here is a Kindred rank 3. This is the same path. We're taking the same paths that we took in the first war of this season, actually, so Path 8 into Path 3. And the place of Kindred here, Kate Bishop is really, really good for Kindred because she got so much damage over time that can just melt through him. And we can get him down pretty comfortably before we reach an outbreak. Gotten really good at punishing his special 1 there with the whiff. I'd make a bit of a mistake on this one though, because you see I actually double tap block, so we actually hit to tranquilize. I did notice this. I threw the special anyway. Not really sure why, because the tranquilize isn't really going to do much against Kindred. But I also felt that the 1 cold snap here is doing pretty well. You know, he's pretty much 2/3 of the way down already. We're only at 19 outbreak charges. We're going to punish this special 2 here to get that paused again. Pause that at 20. He throws 1 more special here. Yep. So we punish that. And then we can pretty much just finish him off here with a special 2 once he hits the root phase there, which is there. And so we lose a little bit of health, about 12%, but it definitely could have been a lot worse. So it's just 1 potion for the next fight. Now, we've got a Gorr here, so this is on the same node that we fought that Cersei on, so he's going to start the fight Fate Seal and Nullify Immune, but not Stagger Immunes, which is important. But this is why I ran Mystic Dispersion 3, because basically every time we hit him in this fight, he's going to get 2 buffs, or at least try to get 2 buffs. So we start here with a Heavy that's going to put that Nullify and Fate Seal immunity on cooldown. We intercept here with a special 2. And that basically gets us right back to a special 2. So Mystic Dispersion 3 is perfect for this fight, really. Just got the 12 hexes on him, which is not an amazing amount, but we want to aim for about 20 before we detonate. And you can see that Nullify immunity has come back now. So I think I do try a heavy counter here. That does get rid of the Nullify immunity. It does also detonate, so we did get him down most of the way now. And we can pretty much throw 1 more special into a heavy, and that's going to finish him off. With the 7 hexes he has now. So we throw another heavy, and he goes down in about 40 seconds. We finish on a full yellow bar with 38 charges. So pretty much a perfect fight there with Hood. Next up into Section 2 on Path 3 again. Taking on the Sauron. This is the fight I was least worried about. Just encroaching stun, and then we just have to be a bit careful about Sauron's unblockable. I did actually make a mistake here. I think when he tries to dash in, I thought he was going to throw a special, but he didn't, and so he actually activates an unblockable and then has a degen, which is ticking for quite a bit actually, 823, and he does pause that during his specials. We bait a heavy here, and we're able to chain into a special 2 just before the encroaching stun timer activates. It does inflict a little bit of a cowardice on us, but our basic attacks are still unaffected by that, so we're hitting really hard with Warlock here, and he goes down in just over 30 seconds. This was probably the scariest fight. This rank 4 Photons, this is on the Safeguard node. Kate Bishop is one of the best counters for Safeguard Photon, but with the rank difference, it was so scary. Like, 1 mistake and I would have easily died. And I did actually make a mistake in this fight, but luckily it wasn't until the very end when I didn't have to stress too much. But I wanted to dance around a lot and basically not take any, if at all, block damage, because that's going to be very devastating with a rank 4. I wanted to hit into her block a lot of times. What that's going to do is 2 things. First thing it's going to do is it's going to create distance, and it's going to be good for our territory so we don't get back into the corner, because that's very easy to do against Photons, get yourself trapped in the corner. But the main thing it does is it actually pauses the cold snap. You can see it stays paused for a very long time. So we managed to stack up 2 cold snaps here, and you can see the good thing is that they're ticking separately. Now we don't want to refresh the 2 cold snaps together, because that's basically going to sync them up together, and they're going to do the same amount of damage, and that's going to trigger Safeguard. I think they probably would have still bit under the safeguard limit anyway, maybe, I'm not sure. But you can see we're hitting into a block a lot here. We managed to get through a whole pure light phase without her throwing a single special, which is ideal, because I didn't even want to have to deal with a special 1 in pure light form, let alone, of course, special 2. That would have been an instant death. A bit of a risk here, knocking her down on 9 charges. If she was on 10, she would have entered pure light with a special 2, which wouldn't have been good. She actually does throw a special 2 here, and this is where I made the mistake, because I dexed about a millisecond too early here, so we did actually get clips by the end of it, and you can see just that one hit was half our health just gone instantly. But we were able to finish her off there with another special 1, so pretty clean fight overall, apart from that one tiny little mistake. And so now we're on the boss island with Hood. We actually did this fight later on, not with the other fights, because I had to wait for some people to clear. Now Hood is really good for these set of nodes. So it's fight or flight. There's also, they try to get a fury buff every 10 seconds. So as long as we keep that stagger and all the fate seal up the whole time, Hood's just really well suited for this. We can see we've got the fate seal on now, the special 2. We don't really want to bait the special ones, but we could punish it and get the unblockable, and then we don't have to worry about his auto block. That could have been a thing we did. But we're able to really chain special 2s pretty easily here, because those fury buffs are constantly getting nullified, and also the unstoppable if he tries to get it. We actually heavy there to refresh the fate seal, so you can see that fate seal stayed on a bit longer. He was a bit passive there, so we weren't able to refresh it again. But it's all right. He does have 1 fury buff here from the node. We weren't able to get a stagger on in time. And here we didn't get a stagger, unfortunately, so we had to back off so we didn't go unstoppable. We throw a special 2 here. That gets us up to about 11 charges, 11 hexes. Throw 1 more special 2. That gets us up to 16, perfectly back up another special 2. I do a heavy here. I probably should have thrown 1 more special 2 just to make sure. Here, unfortunately, we didn't get enough crits, so it didn't finish him off, but we finished him off there with the special 1. So really clean overall. Really impressed with how Hood did this war, and all season, really. He's been really good for us. But there we go, 100% solo rate still over the 13 fights. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this one. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.